So peace, my purpose, people. Welcome back, welcome back. Y'all, this is day 10 of restoration and renewal, all Black August 31 day series, y'all. If you've been listening to the last nine uh podcast um entries, then you would know that the name slightly changes every time I start a video. Listen, charges in my head, not my heart. I don't know. God just got me being here. Y'all tried to throw some swag on it. Obviously. Okay, it's fine. However way it is. Okay. But for those of you who are new to my face, I am Xave D. Morgan. I'm a holistic life and business coach and business owner, as well as just an overall small business coordinator for the ecosystem of entrepreneurs and small business owners. Okay. So if you need some support in identifying your purpose so we can create a roadmap and prospering in that, then make sure that you connect with me by the information in the link in my bio section. Also, if you are a seasoned, well, not even seasoned, if you are an entrepreneur or a small business owner of any kind already and you need some support with a business plan, business strategy, creating products, programs, or services, receiving resources and making sure that you're able to check those boxes off as it pertains to what you need to do and how you need to be prepared to gain capital access, obtain a loan, grant, business credit, all that fun stuff. I am your person, okay? So just use the information down below and connect with me so we can create a plan of action, right? A roadmap to help you succeed in the goals that you and I will, work together to create for yourself, okay? But without further ado, y'all, I am tired. Today has been a day. Um, in the numerical world, it's day 10, right? And if you know anything about numbers, numbers actually just go 1 through 9, right? Um, I'm sorry, 0, 1 through 9, okay? And the special thing about the number 10 or 0 is that it indicates a cipher, right? It indicates a level up or a repeat of what you've just journeyed through if you have not learned the lesson, right? If you have not found the message in the mess, if you have not, received your testimony in the test, if you have came up against that brick wall and ran into it, boom, fell down again instead of, you know, gaining that traction throughout the journey to scale up that wall and off into the next level of whatever God is directing you into. Um, so I love the number 0, the number 10, because for me, I can always I identify it at this part of my journey as the level up. It's like, okay, I've journeyed through the 1 through 9. Now I'm ready to hit this cipher. I'm ready to level up, and I got to take every single tool that I have gained along the way, every piece of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, every piece of culture, and taking it with me so I can continue to be free, right? Every form of power and refinement, equality, justice, the newfound reality that I may have gained about something, someplace, someone, right? Um, as well as just the evolution of who I've become spiritually as well. You know how much my spiritual gifts have strengthened, the things that I have, taken notice of, and what's remaining in my life, or what I need to let go, or what I need to create space for. And at this point, you get to a point where it's not like, oh, if you need to let go of something that is necessarily bad for you. Sometimes things run its course, and it's time to move on, right? And you have to be able to let it go with love and faith, so God can bless you with better, or you can have a better situation, or whatever the case may be. The Holy Spirit just spoke something into my life, and I'm just like, because I know something in particular in my life and in my career is I'm getting ready to have to let it go so I can move up to the next level. And it's kind of bittersweet for me, but I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it because I got to. I ain't listen. I am not playing around with God. Get somebody else to do it. Okay, I'll get over it. Whatever it is, like. But and then just to identify how you're gonna manifest after that, what you're going to born in your life because of how you labored through those seasons that I just mentioned, and then to finally reach 10, the cipher, the level of like, and just do it all over again with another level of intellect, wisdom, faith, strength, all that fun stuff. And so I really, really love the cipher, the level of, and also in numerology, when you add zero to a number, it magnifies the vibration, it magnifies the intensity, right? Doubles it, triples it, whatever however many zeros come after that number, that is the strength of that message, right? It's like to the third power, to the fourth power. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just so I just love zero. Like it's zero doesn't get enough. Zero doesn't get enough credit for what it does around here. You understand what I'm saying? You add a zero to your bank account, baby. You banking. Give me 6 Give me 7 8 Y'all. So yeah. So let's just read from Chaotic Mathematics again. If you haven't purchased the book, then do so. It is on Amazon.com right now. You can find it in my link in bio if you need the link. If something's, I don't know, it's supposed to be down there. If it's not down there, I'll fix it. If I remember after this video. But y'all, I'm tired. I had a very long day. Um, so anyhow, number 10, right? The elevation. I'm just gonna, and I've just been reading like small sections of each vibration since I've been bringing you this book over the past few days. So it's more information, and you'll see if you purchase the book or whatnot. But angel number 10, the elevation of God in the cipher. So when knowledge is magnified, right? And the reason why it's entitled "When Knowledge is Magnified" is because in the in the structure of the number 10, you have one is in supreme mathematics, it correlates to knowledge, and zero correlates to the cipher in magnifying whatever vibration it's with, right? So 1 and 0 makes 10, and so that's when knowledge is magnified. The angel number 10 is the spiritual evidence of repeating the same cycle you just ended or elevating to the next level on your journey because you have successfully completed the last cycle you were in. The number 10 is not an original number of its own, and it is made up of the digits 1 and 0. It simply implies the knowledge and wisdom you will embody as a result of experiencing through the previous stages detailed in the numerical vibrations of 1 through 9. When you see this number, it tells the story of the cycle you are about to encounter due to how you worked through the last few months or years of your life. You will learn if this next cipher is one that you have elevated to or one that you have to repeat again because of what you did not learn from the spiritual lessons given through the previous experience you were in. The beautiful thing about this is that either way, it can all work out for your good, and it will if you let it. Perspective is the most important key, okay? So again, to carry on and learn more about the number 10 or 0 and how it supports you in your life and speaks to you on various occasions, depending upon what other digits is associated with, then make sure that you cop the book, Chaotic Mathematics, y'all. And now we about to get into this devotional, okay? So the title of the devotional today is What Fills Your Home with Delight. What fills your home with delight, okay? When I saw this title initially, I haven't read the passage or anything. I just flipped the book open to get ready for the video, right? Again, if you're new here, I don't see the titles or know what the next devotion is until I get ready to come here and share it with you all. But today, I found myself, I usually don't do things on Saturday that's not with my family. And if I'm not doing anything with my family, then I'm taking some time up for myself. But today I dedicated my morning, the first half of my day, to a couple of my business buddies who are doing remarkable things. God has led them on a journey that will empower and change the lives of many, and also bring us some good food. Okay, and so I spent the top of the morning with them, just having my graphic designer head on, having my producer head on. We were recording video and all that fun stuff, commercials, just stuff like that to share on social media and have more content, let people know what's getting ready to happen, type of thing. But y'all, when I say that it ultimately wore me out, I had not been that tired in a long time, and you know I needed, so before I left, my husband called me, and it was 8 o'clock. He always calls right on time. Glory be to God for my husband. I know we have a very untraditional marriage, but he is like always on time, y'all, and that's because God uses him like in his own way, and it just complements what I got going on. Glory be to God. So he called me, and we were just talking, and I told him, I'm like, babe, I don't even know why I set something up for today. Like, I needed this day to rest because Monday through Friday, my week consists of so many people and so many energies and just so many things. In a given week, I could have up to 3 different events that I facilitate, put together, um, you know, just one-on-one consultations with people, the children, making sure that I take care of the household things that needs to be done. That's just what my Monday through Friday looks like. And then my oldest two, they had band camp for the past week too. So it was just like, honey, girl, boo boo, listen, honey, why did you do that to yourself? And my husband was like, yeah, I don't know why you did that either. Like, I don't know. He kind of kept saying that's first call. And then he called me about an hour later. And before I got ready to go. And I was talking to him about the challenge um, within the blessing, right? It's like, babe, I know this because God done told me this, but I gotta let, so and so walk the journey. I can't push and because it's only but so far that I could push somebody or let them know what God has told me about their journey. And the rest is up to them because if you push too hard, you'll push away. And that's not allowing me to be used by God to be a blessing in their lives at all if they push away or I get too invested and upset because it's like, don't you know God is saying this to you? You know what I'm saying? Like you got me wasting my time, wasting my breath. I'm listening type of thing. And so we was just discussing how I'm not in that place no more, and I thank God for that. And I kind of elevated in that arena as well. It's just like, listen, God, I'm gonna stand in the situation and allow you to continue to use me. But I can't get so invested in what the person does with the information or the blessing of me being in a situation or what I deliver and say that God said, right? And so we were just talking about that, and he just fed my soul just real quick. Just, I'm an alpha female, and it takes a certain type of, and I know that has a negative connotation, but it's not negative over here. Like, I'm a strong woman. I don't really need too much in life from anybody else. Um, you know, I'm independent. I make my own money. I serve the Lord. I take care of my children. I run a household. I run a business. I'm out here Monday through Friday doing everything that I just told you that I do. But it is something about a man who matches you holistically. And even though my husband is in the situation that he's in, and our family have to toil through in the way that we do, y'all, when I say God gave him the keys to me, it's just so effortless for him, and he doesn't even realize the impact. He doesn't even really fully understand the power that he has, as my husband, and how he just speaks life into me. But I remind him on a daily. It's just that when you're in a trying situation that he's in, right? Sometimes you kind of lose sight of how powerful you really are, how impactful you are, how valuable you are. And because those conditions of incarceration are meant to break you down. They are meant to, you know, break down the family unit, right? And so it's my duty is to continuously let him know that this strong woman that you got, and he knows it, so he knows what he got. But just on a daily basis and quite often, I let him know like, nah, for real, like I'm great. I'm a great woman, but with you, I'm greater. You know what I'm saying? Like God did one. God did his big one with that one. Like, and if he was home, like it's just anyway, y'all. So we were having that conversation, and I just went on a whole tangent. Thank you for still staying here with me, y'all. But with that being said, I throughout the day I was subconsciously thinking about how my weekends are designed for my family. Like every weekend I go see my husband. Every weekend we have a visit with the children. Every weekend I'm chilling with the children, or I'm chilling by myself, and those things are intentional because of how strenuous my work life could be, because of all the things that we have to balance, because my husband is incarcerated, and this is a way that we have to operate it as a family to continuously strengthen our family unit, you know, in the midst of the obstacles. And I was just thinking about those things like I cannot waver on that at all. Um, and so, you know, when I read this title and it says, "What fills your home with delight?" those things fill my home with delight. Like, and I have to make sure that I protect that. And so, you know, in many ways, that is a part of this level up and where I am and how I am evolving holistically, right? As a mother, as a wife, as a steward, you know, as a friend, as a business partner, just overall. So let's get into this verse. Okay, so this verse is from Proverbs 24, verses 3 through 4. And it reads, by wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Okay? By wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare, beautiful treasures. So this devotion reads, I looked at Jeff perplexed. After an evening of laughter, prayer, and Bible study, our small group was wrapping up. I had been joking around with my husband when suddenly he shut down. Jeff had told the group, well, we've got to get home. The kitchen sink broke and I have to figure out how to fix it. I laughed. Oh, good grief. Remember that time you broke the dishwasher trying to fix it? We had water all over our floor. Just call the plumber. His light-hearted expression disappeared. He covered well, but I could tell he was upset. In the stony silence on the way home, I began prodding. What's wrong? Seriously, you're mad about that? Come on, I was just teasing. Like many of us, I had no idea how clueless he had. I had no idea how clueless I was. We had a good marriage, but plenty of heartache too. And I didn't realize just how much of the heartache was caused by my own blindness. I looked I looked at my strong, confident, capable husband and had no idea how much self-doubt he had inside. Mm. I didn't know that he, like most men, carried around both a deep desire to provide for and protect his family, including being able to fix the kitchen sink, and a deep vulnerability about about whether he measured up or not. Come on, that's crazy. I didn't even read this, y'all. Mm. That was for somebody telling you about my marriage and how I feel about my husband and how I operate. That was for somebody. Um, I hope that and this helps you in in your marriage, whether you're a man or a woman. I didn't know just how much he was longing for affirmation from his wife. I deeply loved and appreciated my husband, and I had no idea that every day I did things that sent the opposite message. It wasn't until later when I surveyed so many men for women only that I began to wake up. Ladies, Amen. So often, we have no idea how much we don't know about the key people in our lives, or the vast, profound differences we'll see in the relationship and in our own hearts. Once our eyes are opened, or the vast, profound differences we'll see in the relationship and our own hearts once our eyes are open. In Proverbs, King Solomon paints a picture of how important wisdom and understanding are for building a home. But what's in your home? Are the rooms filled with stress, unhappiness, and conflict? Or is there joy around every corner? Is there companionship in the kitchen, cooperation in the playroom, and delight in the bedroom? God says that right knowledge, truly grasping the inner heart of the other person and what they need most, and avoiding what hurts them most, is what fills our home with those rare and precious treasures. Glory be to God, it is. Let's reflect. So, among the key people you care about, do you sometimes find yourself confused about why something you did or said made them upset? Among the key people you care about, do you sometimes find yourself confused about why something was said or why something you did or something you said made them upset? Are you unsure how to please them? What book, article, or other resources could help you understand this person and gain the knowledge you need? Reflect on that, okay? And if you need some support with identifying those things, we can have a conversation, you know. Um, at this point, I'm not even sure if I have options on my website or where, you and I can just have a conversation. Um, I probably do have some life coaching, and I do have to charge a scheduling fee, but I just can't remember it for a fact. And excuse me, y'all, I'm super tired. My husband also told me not to wash clothes today, and I did it anyway. He was like, just rest today. And I was like, I need to get it done so I won't have nothing to do tomorrow. I should have listened because I was already tired, and I'm super tired now. I'm super tired now. I need to listen more. But if you want to have a conversation about with me about your spouse, it's totally confidential, and I can help you identify, you know, some ways that you can speak more life into your spouse, speak more life into people in your life in general, right? Sometimes like this passage mentioned, like sometimes we play too much. Simply put, like sometimes we play too much without really taking into consideration how a person may feel because of, what they may be going through or what they can't do or what they want to do for you or for themselves in their life, and they probably just, not doing it too well, or for some reason can't be their best. And so, sometimes even when we're joking, sometimes we joke too much. But let me see. We're gonna move on to this quote. So again, comment down below. Send me an email, whatever the case may be, if you want to discuss that. Okay, I know how that is. Um, what I said about my husband and my marriage, I had to get there. It took a lot of adjusting to being in the relationship, being in our marriage, because of the obstacles set against us and his family. But I had to learn. I had to grow, and we went through a lot. Like we went through so much, learning how to operate within this life together. And I just thank God that we were able to come from so many of the things that tried to tear us apart, and that through that we gained strength. Our bond became stronger. We learned how to communicate with one another better. Love languages are a thing, y'all. They are a real thing. You have to learn what your partner's love language is. You have to learn what their triggers are. You have to be able to relinquish how you want to be treated and understand how they treat people, like how what showing love or honor or respect looks like from them, right? But we can get into that in the personal one-to-one. I didn't mean to make this video so long. It's just what's on my heart, and I see why. This quote is, if a man's wife is supportive and believes in him, he can conquer the world, or at least his little corner of it. I'm going to read this for the general population. If a spouse is supportive and believes in their spouse, they can conquer the world, or at least a little corner of it. Glory be to God. So, y'all, listen, don't let nobody tell you that you can't when God has already told you that you can. Make sure that you strengthen your purpose and be about your passion so you can live life every single day doing what it is you love to do, but most importantly, what created to do. Share this video with somebody who may need it. You never know who may need it, so share it anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you. If no one told you they love you today, okay? If no one ever told you that they love you, please know that I love you. All right? And I'll see you in the next video.